best and brightest fifth graders from 17 Rock Hill Elementary Schools embark on a journey that will tap into their academic abilities and require them to overcome many great obstacles. There will be questioned about all the tough topics in the realm of science.
Scientific method for 20.
In this experiment, Plant A was given water only. Plant B was given water. Children's school.
Hypothesis.
Hypothesis is correct.
One by one, these teams will be put up to the challenge and pushed to their limits. Some will triumph, while others will exit gracefully. In the end, only one team will reach the final destination to be crowned as the Elementary Science Bowl champion. Welcome to Rock Hill School's Elementary Science Bowl.
Hello everyone and welcome to the 2016 Science Bowl for Rock Hill Schools. This is our 4th annual Science Bowl and we're so excited to be here. My name is Sarah Eckert and I'll be your host. Joining us, we have 2 amazing schools who've worked really hard to get here today. We're going to start with Lesslie, which is over here on my right, and starting at the end, working in, we have Christian Vanderhoof. In the middle is our team captain, Sam Gardner. Right here next to me is Jaden Crouch. And on my left, we have Sunset Park being represented. Quadice Smith is over here to the far left. In the middle, our captain, A.C. McMore. And next to me is Madison Rhodes. We're so excited to get started. Before we go, let's do a quick buzzer check. So red team, make sure your lights are blinking. Okay, we do see them blinking. Very good. What about green? Okay, blinking. Everything looks great. So before we start with our first question, we're going to go over the categories. So today we have science abs, science instruments, adaptations, weather, and finally 5th grade standards, okay? The coin toss was won by Lesslie Elementary, so we're going to let them choose the first question from the board. What would you like, Captain?
Adaptations for 50.
Adaptations for 50. One adaptation of many snakes is the ability to shed their skin at various stages of growth. Insects do something similar with their exoskeleton. What is this process called? Anyone can answer. Anyone that knows it, buzz in. Lesslie? Is that their time? All right. Sunset Park, you get a chance to answer.
Shedding.
We will not accept shedding. It's actually molting, okay? Very close, though. Okay. Stow that away for next time. All right, next, since no one won that, Lesslie, it's your chance to pick another question.
Science instruments for 30.
All right, science instruments for 30. These instruments are used when precise measurements are needed, usually in milliliters. What are these? Sunset Park, what is this called?
Beakers.
Will we accept beakers? No, not quite. Okay, Lesslie, that gives you a chance to get this question for points. Do you know what these are called? Used when precise measurements are needed, usually in milliliters.
Graduated cylinders.
After the buzzer, we won't be able to accept it, but you are correct. That was the correct answer. Remember that there's 5 seconds if you get the initial buzz, and then 10 seconds if you get a chance to steal. So just keep that in mind. It goes quick. All right, Lesslie, back to you. You get to choose again.
5th grade standards for 30.
Okay. In the picture, the sled is being pulled over grass. What force would be less if the sled were pulled on ice? Anyone can answer. Lesslie?
Friction.
You are correct. Friction is the answer. Great job. All right, Lesslie, back to you. Another question.
5th grade standards for 20.
Okay. What method of measuring is the volume of an irregularly shaped object like this key is shown in the diagram? How would you measure something like that that's irregular? Who was that? Who buzzed? Leslie, okay.
Millimeters.
No, we're talking about what method of measuring. You get a chance, Sunset Park. Any guesses? Time's ticking. If you have a guess, go ahead. All right, time's up. The answer is water displacement. All right, Leslie, you get to choose again.
Weather for 30.
All right, weather for 30. The eye of a hurricane is recognized by many. What are the white areas surrounding the eye? What would you call that?
Ice crystals.
When no, not quite. Sunset Park, you get 10 seconds. Think about what you studied about weather.
The warm water.
No, we're looking for rain bands. Rain bands are the white areas surrounding the eye. All right. Leslie again.
Science abs for 20.
Okay, science abs for 20. Study the picture. Everything in the picture is part of the ecosystem, but the labeled items are not alive. What are they? What would you call? Leslie?
It would be
All right, Sunset Park, it's your chance. They didn't have an answer. 5 seconds.
Abiotic.
Very good. Abiotic is the correct answer. Nice job. All right, Sunset Park, it's your chance to choose a question. We are on the board.
Weather for 10 points.
Weather for 10. For what type of severe weather should the following safety precautions be used? Find a safe place away from windows. If you cannot find shelter, lie flat in a ditch or other low place. Do not stay in your car. What type of weather pattern would cause this type of warning? Sunset Park.
Tornado.
You are correct. Great job. You get to choose again.
Weather for 20 points.
Okay. What type of weather is usually indicated by the type of clouds shown in the picture? Leslie.
Sunny day.
We will accept sunny day. Great job. Similar day to today. All right, what else? Leslie, that's your choice to pick now.
Weather for 40.
Okay. When water vapor cools on dust particles, clouds have a tendency to form. What process forms the clouds? Sunset Park.
Evaporation.
Evaporation, no, we won't accept evaporation, not quite. Leslie, that gives you a chance to steal. You have 10 seconds to discuss and give me an answer.
Condensation.
That's correct. Very good. All right, Leslie, you get a chance to choose the next question from the board.
Science instruments for 10.
Okay. When struck, this instrument gives a pure sound frequency as it vibrates. What is it? Leslie, what instrument is this?
A magnet.
It's not a magnet. Sunset Park, that gives you a chance to steal. When struck, this instrument gives a pure sound frequency as it vibrates. What is it? What was this instrument called? Five seconds to answer. Think about what you know about sound. Leslie, this can't be for points, but does anyone know? No pressure. Have you seen that instrument before? Never? It's called a tuning fork. All right. I believe, who gets to ask the next question? Do we remember? I think they asked. Okay, it's your turn to choose another question.
Fifth grade standards for 10.
For 10. Name 2 abiotic factors in the picture below. Leslie?
Water and rocks.
Very good. We will accept those 2. Water and rocks are abiotic factors. All right, choose again, Leslie.
Adaptations for 20.
Many plants have adapted an enclosure to encourage animals to carry their seeds to new locations. What are these tasty enclosures called? Leslie?
Instincts.
What did you say?
Instincts.
Instincts? No, that's not what we're looking for. Sunset Park, you have 10 seconds to steal. Many plants have adapted an enclosure to encourage animals to carry their seeds to new locations. What are these tasty enclosures called? Any ideas? 5 seconds. What is that a picture of? It's a fruit. A fruit. That's an adaptation. All right. I believe, Leslie, it's your choice to choose from the board again.
Okay, how about adaptation stands?
Science abs for 10.
Science abs for 10. When a number is written between 2 parallel lines, what aspect of the number is desired? Anyone? No guesses? Okay, this would be the absolute value of the number, or the distance from 0 that it is. Okay, contestants, we're about halfway through the board. You've done a great job so far. Let's check in on our scores. What do we have so far? Okay, looks like Leslie, you have 130 points. Sunset Park, you have 30 points, okay? It's not too late. You can make a comeback, keep fighting, and keep doing a great job. So we have a chance to take a little break from our questions and get to know our friends here. I've asked them this question at the beginning. Hopefully they've been thinking about it. Why do you like your school? So let's start down here with Christian. Why do you like your school, Leslie? Why is it a great place?
Because
Make sure you're talking into your mic.
the teachers are nice, and our teacher, Miss Simon, helps discuss our feelings when we're sad.
That's great. That's very sweet to share. I'm sure she'll be glad to hear that when she watches. What about you, Sam?
Well, we have great teachers, and we also have a lot of nice students that are always willing to help you.
Oh, that's great. It's good to have good friends there for you. All right?
The reason
Jaden?
why I think that our school is great is because our teachers help us get smart.
They do, and that's why you're here today, right? You can thank them for that. Good job. All right, Sunset Park. Let's start with Quadice. What's your favorite thing about your school? Why do you like Sunset Park?
Sunset Park is a good school because it's like a second family.
Oh, that's so great. Can you lean forward and maybe say that one more time in your mic?
I think that Sunset Park is a good school because it's like a second family.
That's very good. All right, what about you, AC?
I like Sunset Park because we have a lot of nice teachers, and our guidance counselor helps us whenever we need it.
Good. Glad to hear it. As a teacher, that makes me happy. What about you, Madison? What do you like about your school?
I
like about Sunset Park that the environment is like safe, and I know that I can trust all the teachers if it's like kindergarten through 5th grade. I mean, like they have a special connection to kids.
Very great. Well, you guys are just true treasures. Thank you so much for coming here today and working hard so far. We're going to go ahead and get back to our board. So hopefully you've had a nice little brain break and you're ready to focus and finish it off. I believe Leslie is going to get to choose the next question from the board. Is that correct? We'll say Leslie. Go ahead and choose the next question from the board.
Fifth grade standards for 40.
Okay. Oh,
That's adaptation.
you're right. Let me go back. Thank you. Did you say 40?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Students put a different color ink on each strip of paper, then allowed it to soak in alcohol to separate the pigments. What is the name of this separation technique? What would you call this process? Yes, Sunset Park.
Runoff?
It's not runoff. It's not. That gives you, Leslie, an opportunity to steal.
Photosynthesis.
This is not photosynthesis. It's actually chromatography. Maybe you haven't done that experiment yet. But.
We did it in like 4th grade. I was trying to.
Okay, maybe that's an old one. Got to think back to 4th grade. All right, next question, Leslie, you get to choose.
Science apps for 30.
All right. This part of the ocean floor begins where the continental slope flattens. What is it? The part of the ocean floor where the continental slope flattens. What would that be called? Leslie?
Continental shelf.
It's not the continental shelf. That gives Sunset Park a chance to steal their points.
Continental drift.
It's not that either. Any other guesses? We can't give points at this point.
Coastal plains.
No, it would be an abyssal plain. Close. We were getting there. All right, Leslie, another question from the board.
Adaptations for 30.
Okay. The clear wing moth has adapted to look like the wasp, as wasps tend to be feared by many animals. What is this type of adaptation called? Sunset Park?
Mimicry.
Very good. Mimicry is it. Great job. All right, Sunset Park, that gives you a chance to choose from the board.
Weather for 50.
The thermometer in the picture shows temperature in 2 different temperature scales. Degrees C has 2 different names, Celsius and what's the other one? Sunset Park?
Fahrenheit.
It's not Fahrenheit. Still starts with a C. What would it be? Leslie, gives you a chance to steal. You have an answer, anyone? Starts with a C. Think about it. Celsius and... Did you say it? No, it's centigrade. Centigrade is our answer. All right, Sunset, who chose that question? Sunset Park? Okay, you get to choose from the board.
Adaptations 10.
Okay. Which part of a plant is adapted for gathering water and nutrients from soil? Sunset Park.
Roots.
The roots. Very good. That's what we're looking for. Sunset Park, you get to choose again.
Science instruments 40.
For 40. In a science lab, these containers are often used for chemical reactions, but measuring in them is discouraged. What are these? Okay, Leslie?
Beakers.
Very good. We're looking for beakers. Great job. All right, Leslie, you get to choose from the board.
Science apps for 50.
Okay. Insects have three major body parts: the head, thorax, and a third part which contains the heart, digestive organs, and reproductive organs. What is the name of this third body part? Leslie?
Abdomen.
It is. Very good. Great job. You get to choose again.
Science abs for 40.
All right. Due to the differences in density when oil and water are mixed, in what position does the oil sit in relation to the water? Leslie?
At the bottom.
The oil does not sit at the bottom. Where does it sit, Sunset Park? You get a chance. You have 10 seconds.
At the top.
At the top, it does. Very good. It sits above. All right, Sunset Park, that gives you a chance to choose from the board.
Science instruments 50.
In its most basic form, this instrument is made of a tall glass tube sitting upside down in a dish of mercury. The mercury rises up the tube with the increasing air pressure. What is this instrument? What is it called? Sunset Park?
Rain gauge.
It is not a rain gauge. Good thinking, though. Leslie, that gives you a chance to steal. Any ideas? You have about 5 seconds. Might as well take a guess.
Just guess.
That's our time. It was a barometer. We're looking for a barometer. All right. We're down to the bottom. I think Sunset Park, it's your chance to choose a question from the board.
5th grade standards 50.
Okay. When a spoonful of sugar is placed into a cup of water and stirred, the sugar dissolves and a solution is made. What are the roles of the sugar and the water in this solution? And it's a 2-part answer. Did Leslie, was that you buzzing in?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It's like diluted water.
I need an answer. Ran out of time. Sunset Park, that gives you a chance to steal. You have 10 seconds. The sugar dissolves and a solution is made. Anyone know? No pressure. We're not able to give points for this, but what are the roles of the sugar and the water in this solution? Think about it. It has 2 parts.
The solution and solvent.
We have a solute and we have a solvent, right? Which one's the solute? Sugar or water?
The sugar.
The sugar would be the solute. The water would be the solvent. All right. We'll get that one next time. All right, last question up on the board. The bottles in the picture each have a lid with a rubber bulb that, when squeezed, pulls the liquid into the tube. Which scientific instrument is built into these bottles? Yes, Leslie?
A nipple.
What did you say?
A nipple.
No, that's not what we're looking for. Sunset Park, that gives you a chance to steal. Do we know what's built into these bottles? Do you have an answer? A guess of any kind? We were looking for a pipette or an eyedropper. Well, guys, that's our board. You did a great job. You worked hard. You impressed me with some of the stuff you know, so good job. While our judges finish up tallying points, we're going to take a quick break and watch some. Oh, we do have a question for the audience. I cannot forget that. If you're joining us watching on TV, we have a question for you. We would like you to participate in this as well. The question is, fungi are often considered to be decomposers. What are decomposers, and what other type of living things are also decomposers? So when you get your answer ready, go ahead and send it to the email on the screen at rhsdsciencebowl@gmail.com. We'd love you to participate with us. We're going to see a quick message from our educational supporters.
By the end of this message,
another child will drop out of high school.
drop out,
gone,
lost.
Our system